Let's talk about Splunk. I've covered them a few times in recent. Their conf event was really, really big this year. CEO Doug Merritt, who also keynoted, by the way, so did Charlie Giancarlo from Pure, our 6.5 Summit, which will be back next year. But Splunk had a big quarter. Companies continuing to grow, observability, machine learning, data to everything is becoming a big thing. And the company's quietly snagging a bunch of acquisitions, and to announced another one this week, that it's acquiring a company called Flowmill. And this is another observability suite for network performance management. So there's basically observability of applications, and then there's observability of the network. And these are both growing areas, and Splunk has a really, really strong play in the network space. And so this move, albeit a small player, small competitor, really is going to add some new capabilities to the company. And one of the big things about it is that Flowmill leverages something in its observability suite called Extended Berkeley Packet Filter, or eBPF technologies. And this is basically what Splunk sees as an underutilized value data source, and it's a differentiator. And so the company is in a lot of ways looking at this eBPF capability as what's going to help take the Splunk platform to the next generation or next level of its observability capabilities and suite. Look, the real analysis here is that Splunk's a growing company in a growing categories. We have more and more items connected to the network. The need for businesses to not only have application management and tools that allow for us to see what's going on in our networks, but also to have tools that add ML and automation and patching so that systems continue to run and have and use the best practices in terms of visibility of the data. This is going to become a big spend for enterprise, Pat. So Splunk's kind of quietly just carrying on. And trust me, in the last year, I've heard the name more and more. I still think a lot of people don't know what Splunk does. But when it comes to IT operations and security operations and the utilization of data to observe the health and wellness of a company's IT environment, Splunk's really pulling itself apart. And just one more acquisition. And I mean, the company's made a bunch. It acquired a company called Plumber. It acquired, what was the other one? It's got Signal FX. Sorry, that was the big one last year. So it's been making these kind of series of small but really material acquisitions that are helping grow the suite. So real encouraging stuff in this space, Pat. And I think we're going to be hearing more and more about it. By the way, IBM acquired a company just a week ago called Instana. It's in the same space of observability. So you're hearing more and more, whether it's ServiceNow, whether it's IBM, Splunk. This category is heating up. Acquisitions are coming in strong. And I'm bullish that this category, with the growth of data, is going to continue to grow.
Yeah, the only thing I'll add to that, for those people who aren't familiar with observability, here's my take. So everybody's going for the autonomous data center, and that's pretty much everything happening on its own. And the baby step to get there, one of the prerequisites is that you have to have automation. And the only way you can have automation is through observability, knowing what the heck is going on so you can actually automate cases, either using machine learning or humans. My son-in-law my nephew got his job at a top insurance company because he was a Splunk expert, but it was him who was the observer. It was, you imagine the matrix data coming down in your screen. He could tell you what was going on, and that made him just the guru in security. But that is not the future. The future is automation, and that is why you need observability, because you have to know what the heck's going on with your network. You have to know what's going on with your applications, going on with your data, pretty much everything. So anyways, yeah, I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but if you didn't know why observability matters, that's my 2 cents.
I think just to your point about your family member, it's kind of like, remember when the CCNA and the CCIE were huge, and they're still big, but what I'm saying is it was like a guaranteed. I think having this skill set is going to be like a guaranteed placement in this whole data analysis world and data science world that's growing and proliferating so quickly.